tropics.
Yeah, welcome to Toe TV. And as Helen said, right now it kind of feels like we're in the tropics. I know that weather is one of the topics of conversation that's supposed to be, safe. And but we just,
weather.
it seems like everybody's talking about it. But
Oh my God! And a dog just came and touched me.
I just said to Helen that we're gonna have to do this on 2 different screens in opposite sides of the house because she's too close.
Drusilla is right here, in between us.
She is such a child.
Love my dogs now. Spike is right here.
But they know when we're... Wow, that's low. A marine chopper just went across, and it was basically along the tops of the dunes. It was really low. I wonder if they're sharks.
Maybe.
They're looking for sharks. I don't know if we start hearing whistles from the lifeguards. Might be.
Anyway, I have a dog touching either side of me, and I may scream.
It is, I think it is...
She just like nudged me.
Like 90 degrees with a real feel of like 102. Very humid. However, I think the humidity is supposed to go down today. Really hoping.
Keeps telling me this. I don't believe her.
And not anymore. You are going to see, we're going to show you some yarn later, and you're going to see it's like the worst skein of yarn you have ever seen. But my hands were so sticky, I couldn't get it to do it.
You can't twist the yarns into skeins right now. We can't dye. It's too hot. It's just...
So we are sewing. We are sewing bags. So that is because we are getting ready for Lancaster. No, we did Lancaster. We're getting ready for New Jersey sheep and wool. That's what we're getting ready for.
It's affecting our brain.
September 8th and 9th, we will be in Ringo's, New Jersey, right by Lambertville at the New Jersey Sheep and Wool, also known as Garden State Sheep and Wool and Garden State Sheep and Fiber.
Take Paige's hashtag. It's a sheep show.
It's a sheep show. Okay. Paige is Paige from Frame and Fiber, and Paige the Framer. Hi, Paige. Would you like to say hi to Paige? Drusilla may say hi to you later. Anyway.
I'm going to say hi, Daisy.
Yeah.
Because I call you that.
Yeah, hi, Allison. We just spoke to a dog sitter getting ready for... See? Told you. Getting ready for that weekend because we were not on the ball and we did not get an Airbnb in time, and so the guys are staying home.
Plus, it's under 2 hours away. It seems a bit of an expense.
It is.
It would be nice because it's very nice to
not
just
2 hours away.
Drive 2 hours each way, but it's not necessary.
No, it is not. Oh, yeah.
And we have the next 3 weekends where it is necessary.
Right.
So wait, there's a breeze.
Everybody stop.
Everybody stop talking.
Oh wait, you may resume now.
I think it's been a hot, humid summer. It hasn't been...
My mother keeps going on and on about how there's like 1 week in August that's bad, because that's what she remembers from like a million years ago.
Well, back before the Army Corps of Engineers built up the beaches and took away our ocean breeze and everything.
However,
global warming.
It seems like this summer has been hotter.
It's been very hot and humid, but yesterday, by far the worst day.
I think so.
I mean, yesterday was just...
You stood up and you were drenched.
Yeah.
I figure I lost maybe 3 pounds. It's a good thing. I was like in a sauna.
And it's...
No, stop.
Usually you can look outside and see the neighbor's flags or something, and the flags were just like drooped. They weren't even moving. So enough about the weather.
Yes.
It's hot.
It's hot. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
I better stop because tomorrow is the last day of August, and
we were driving up.
I am ready for fall.
Yeah, we were driving up to see my mom, and one of the trees had browned leaves. It wasn't that they were turning for fall. I think it was that they were withered. But I'm like, oh my God. Could it be the fall is almost coming? Because I'm so ready for fall leaves and cooler weathers and putting on sweatshirts at night. You know, and I love that. The feeling of your first sweatshirt going on in the fall is like awesome. It's like going out in the spring and smelling the wet earth.
Yeah.
For the first time.
I'm looking at this and it looks like we have this vast cavern behind us.
It's a silk screen.
Yeah.
It's not really there.
Yeah.
We live in a 1-room shack. No, we don't.
But it's not the most pleasant backdrop. But
no, it's not.
It's the best lighting we could find in a room that is surrounded with windows so that we get air moving.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned?
Okay.
Moving on.
Let's do stuff. Let's talk about good stuff.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to start with do you know thing?
Sure.
So we're going to switch things up a little bit. We want to do something a little bit more interactive with each other, but just throw some fun facts out there. Something you might not know.
We were talking about it. We live together.
We work together.
We see each other constantly. So that it's not like when we get together to podcast, it's like, hey, how was your week? I know how your week was. I was with you.
I had to put up with you for 7 days. I know exactly how your week was. Thank you
so
very
we
much.
have nothing like, hey, I did this. And it's like, yeah, I know, I was there. So we wanted to have something so there was like a little bit of interaction, that it was like a surprise to the other person.
Right.
So
we thought we'd come up with a couple of fun facts, kind of
it's a conversation starter.
Right. And then we also are going to be doing a separate podcast talking about some books. We're going to do one for Station 11 because we both have read it, we both loved it, and we want to talk about it. But we don't want it to be part of this podcast because this is going to be more knitting. So we want to do a separate one that is about books. So look for that to come in the future because we want to talk about it. However, I will say that there will be spoilers because we really want to talk about the book and talk about everything as a part of it. But then if you've read it and you're interested in it, in seeing what we thought, you'd be able to do that too. And
or you need a good read. Read Stations 11 and then you can watch our thing because we haven't filmed it yet. And
yeah, it's not coming anytime soon, but it will be coming at some point. But it is a fantastic book.
Yeah.
So would you like to go first or shall I?
No, I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking water out of my Pioneer Woman mug, glass, cup, whatever. Pioneer Woman. I have ice water.
I'm also drinking water. What would you like to be drinking?
Diet Coke.
Okay. So we would both, given our druthers,
Drink Diet Coke all the
Diet
time.
Coke constantly.
Yes.
I do understand that on days like today, ice water is, on all days, water is better for me. And on days like today, whereas I might want the Coke, ice water is most cool.
Yes.
But
are you going to tell me something that's bad for me?
Yes. You could die from drinking too much water. You can overhydrate.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I don't think that is ever going to be a problem for me because I drink maybe 2 glasses of water a day.
When I want to have my Diet Coke and we think we should drink more water, I'm going to say, no, I could die.
How much do you have to drink to overhydrate?
I didn't go that far into it, but, however,
I'm pretty sure it's like a swimming pool.
The 2002 female Boston Marathon runner died.
Really?
She drank too much water after the marathon.
That's so sad.
They say that because you guzzle water after
Right?
extreme
That's so
exercise.
sad.
We do that all the time.
Yeah.
Not the guzzling, the extreme exercise.
Not the guzzling
Extreme
either.
exercising to me is like,
Standing
walking the
up.
dog. Anyway,
back to reality.
If you guzzle water after extreme exercise, you could kill yourself with overhydrating.
Wow. I did not know that.
I now have a reason to drink Diet Coke.
I also have a reason to never extremely exercise.
Well, there's that too. But damn it. Now I can't go do my CrossFit. Oh my God.
The marathon that I was planning for. The marathon that I am going to do is reading 26 books. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, you can die from overhydrating.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is really very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I came about all of this because I was looking to see, I'm like focused on the weather.
Yeah.
What causes humidity and everything like that, and that was just boring. So,
Well, what causes it?
the air has too much moisture.
Because it's overhydrated and
Because
it's
it's overhydrated and it's dying, and it has to get rid of it. So.
Well, okay.
The air is dying.
Could you please just rain?
Right.
Because we'd really like it if they
Heat air carries more, warm air carries more moisture than cool air, which is why it's always more humid when it's hot. So
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can follow along with that.
I was looking for something like, God's pissed at you and
She's taking it out on you. Okay.
so.
All right. So,
As I said, it was
apropos of nothing.
apropos of nothing.
Okay, well, no, because it does kind of tie in. All right, so mine ties in with our birds.
Okay.
Because we've been feeding the birds, and we have crows. And we talk
Yes.
about our crows and everything. Did you know that crows hold funerals?
No, I didn't.
They do.
Huh.
When a crow dies, sometimes up to 100 crows will gather around.
Oh my
And
God.
they do not touch the dead crow. So it's not carrion. They're not trying to eat it.
Right.
They gather around
And mourn.
and they mourn the dead crow.
Oh my God.
During the spring and the summer, during the warmer months, crows usually go off in smaller groups. And they're like 2 or 3. They mate. And then they have their families.
Right.
And I also was reading that juvenile crows will help take care of the baby crows. So that it's a family unit.
Yeah.
And then during the winter, when it gets colder, they get together in groups of like 100 that they call a roost. And they get together and stay together during the winter, keeping each other warm and safe and things
Well, that
like
makes
that.
sense because we know that a group of crows is also called a murder. And we have like 3 or 4 crows, so we call them our attempted murder.
Which we just find really funny.
We amuse ourselves to no end.
To no end!
But that explains why we only have 3 or 4. And I'll
Right.
be interested to see during the winter, are we
Will they
gonna
go
get,
away?
Will they go away or will we get more down here?
If we
and
get
if we
100
continue to feed
crows.
them and if we have a crow funeral, I'm gonna die.
If we have 100 crows here, our neighbors might just kick us out. Anyway, that they get together and they will hold a funeral for
That's
the
the greatest thing
dead
in the
crow.
world.
It's because we've been talking about how crows are very, very intelligent creatures. They're like one of the most intelligent birds out
They're
there.
like the dolphin of the avian world.
And that there have been studies where crows have actually made tools to get to what they need. So they've studied crows where they will
actually
make makeshift
fashion a
tools.
hook. They like fashion a hook because they know they have made the conscious thought. I need a hook
To get
that
that,
particular thing. So I will. How
they
do I
take
get
a piece
hook?
of metal and they fold it into a hook and make a hook.
Yeah.
So they actually make primitive tools to get what they need to get food or to get out of a cage or something like that. So I find crows very, very interesting. And since we have 3 of them that live in and around our house
And yell at us.
and yell at us, I was looking up fun crow facts and
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's really,
I really like
it's
that.
sad, but it's very nice.
It's
you
very
know,
sweet,
that
yeah.
they take care of each other. So yeah, crows hold funerals.
Okay. And you can die from overhydration.
There you go. That's your public service announcement from
A,
the Toads.
you get to drink Diet Coke. B, crows are smarter than you.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, shall we get on to knitting?
Sure.
Oh, wait.
Haven't been doing a lot.
We are going to put up a placard that says, this is what you are going to say.
Oh, no, that's right. We were talking about, we're going to put something behind the camera. Don't say okay. Don't say so.
And this is what you're supposed to say at the beginning. Hi, welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary
We haven't
Beth.
even introduced ourselves. Oh my God.
You can find me all over as Mary Beth 494.
I'm Helen. You can find me as Helen HD69. Mostly Instagram and Ravelry.
I was filling out
Mostly Instagram.
Yeah, I was filling out the thing for FiberShare because we're doing FiberShare, and it says, okay, so what's your Ravelry name? MaryBeth494. What's your email? MaryBeth494. What's your Instagram name?
It makes
You
it
might
very
be
easy.
seeing a pattern here. I am MaryBeth494
Yeah.
everywhere. So yeah.
I'm Helen HD with or without the 69.
So, but we also have a company called Toad Hollow, which we make bags and dye yarn. You can find that at Toad Hollow NJ all over toadhollownj.com. Although we are switching hosts and we're putting up a new website, so right now you basically go to an empty page, but it will be coming soon. And then,
But our Etsy shop, we're Toad Hollow NJ on Etsy, and that has all our current inventory,
right,
which we'll be
talking about.
talking about in just a minute.
Also,
But that will go up on both, so never mind.
right. Our Instagram is Toad Hollow NJ. Our Facebook is Toad Hollow NJ. Our Pinterest is Toad Hollow NJ.
Yes.
We are Toad Hollow NJ.
It's like we are Marshall. We are Toad Hollow NJ!
Yeah! And then on Ravelry, we are the Crafty Toads. And if you would like to join
Just
us
to mix
there,
things up a little bit.
you may join us as the Crafty Toads group. And if you would like to like this podcast and subscribe, that would be wonderful because that helps us get found by other people. Because we have had a couple of new people come in and say, your podcast was suggested to me by YouTube. And it's
Yeah.
because people like it and subscribe. So,
Yeah. Those are the people talking about our house.
that's our house they're talking about. We're the old
really
sea captain's
hasn't.
house. In this iteration, it
Yeah.
hasn't, but it has been.
Actually, in one of the iterations, Richard Nixon slept in this house.
Yeah. And we used to have a widow's walk up on top of that.
Yeah. That went a long time ago.
That went before we actually got the house. I always wanted a widow walk,
Yeah.
but they told us we weren't allowed to do it when we were fixing the house after the fire because of height restrictions.
Yeah.
It was too high. But
They've raised the height restrictions after Sandy, so we could probably put it back in.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's fix the
It's
garage
too late.
door first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough muttering between ourselves. I think we've covered that. Okay, so
Move on to knitting?
move on to knitting.
You go first. 'cause
I
you
have
got
an
the
FO. I finished something.
I don't want to touch it though.
This had to move from the bag that I was in to one of our sweater bags because it got too big. But here we go. This is my sweater bag.
I'm going to take that from you.
Okay. And in my sweater bag,
My sweater bag.
I have a blanket. I have a finished blanket.
Look at this.
Okay, so I'm going to move it close so you can see the colors because the colors are really, really pretty. It is Premier Home Cotton. It is 85% cotton, 15% polyester. Polyamide. I used a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is one of the ones that does not associate with any letters. So it's just a 4.5 millimeter. It is basically a worsted weight yarn. And I just started with my middle and then just did 3 double crochets in each space, then did a chain to make the next space, and then 3 double crochets in the next space, and going around and around and around. When I got to the corners, I did the 3 double crochets, then 3 chains, then 3 double crochets all in the same space. That gave me my corner for the next one. Each round is a separate color. So, and I had 6 colors that I just repeated over and over and over again. And the last round is a mixture of colors because I took it and I just used up every extra piece of yarn I could. So it ends kind of abruptly here, where it ends here. You can see it here where it just ends.
You didn't finish a row.
I didn't finish a row. I just finished it off. But you know what? I am putting it over my bed. I should have measured it to see what it measures.
It's big.
It is big, but it's not
overly
huge.
big. Yeah, no, it's a lap blanket. It is not an Afghan. I don't think it would qualify as an Afghan.
Because I don't know what qualifies as an Afghan.
All right, in my mind, it doesn't qualify as an Afghan because an Afghan to me is something that you can wrap yourself in or
So
throw over your bed.
I can throw it over my bed. I can do this. Excuse me. I can have a superhero cape. So I can wrap it like this and pull it around in front. But you're right, I can't wrap it completely around me. So.
Yeah, I mean, like on a cold night, you're not gonna like.
Right, but on a chilly night, it is absolutely perfect to throw over my legs. So yeah,
I was
a
gonna
lap
say
blanket.
during the fall and
Yeah.
the early spring, it'll be great as a lap blanket.
And then the other
And
thing
otherwise,
is,
it's a decorative thing and it's great for the kids.
right, I can throw it over my bed. I have a white comforter on my bed, and I'll just throw it over the comforter on my bed so it shows a bright pop of color. And as my mom said, it's absolutely perfect if during like late spring, early summer, you lay down and you don't want something heavy on top of you, but you want something on top of you. This is perfect.
And this will give it to you because it's weighty.
Yeah.
So, I mean, cotton is heavy. So.
And it's got the holes, so it, as my mom says, it breathes. So yeah, that is it. So for anybody who is interested, my colors were Violet Splash, Honeydew Splash, Orange Splash, Gray Splash, Ocean Splash, and Flamingo Splash. 1, 2,
So you
3,
went with the
4,
splash
5,
line.
6. I did, because it was a mixture of the color and white.
Right.
So that it was kind of a marled look, and I really loved it. And I
love
really,
it.
really
I
love
think
the
it
way
is
it
so
came
pretty.
out. It's kind of bright,
Epic FO.
but it's cool. I have no idea when I started this. I went back and tried to find anything, like a picture on Instagram or a picture on Facebook or a picture anywhere in my pictures. I never took a picture of it.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely no idea of when I started it. But
So we figured it was over a year ago.
oh, at least.
Over a year and a half ago. Because we figured it was Keyport.
Do you think it was Keyport?
I think it must have been.
I'm kind of thinking
I
this
kind
is
of
the
see
first
you in
one that I
Keyport doing it.
started.
Yeah, I kind of see you in
Excuse me,
Keyport.
I
doing it.
have hair.
I don't know where that could come from.
I kind of think it was the first one I started, and I think I started my other one in Keyport. So yeah. Anyway, I really loved it.
Over a year ago.
But at the end, this is basically what I've been working on most of this week, because I was getting to the point where I could see the end, and it was just all I wanted to do was get it done. So this is an epic off my hooks. I already put it up for Exterminate's Knit Whip Cow on Instagram, because she's doing clear your hooks and clear your needles. So
Paige is doing one too.
I put it in hers too.
So Paige the framer, you can do hers.
Entered it in that too.
So cool.
Yeah, so that's my FO.
Woot woot.
Done.
Alright.
Okay.
I will do my whip. I do not have FLs.
There usually was a dog or a cat near me while I was working on that. So when I held it up and whipped it around for my cape, I think I just filled my nose with cat hair.
This is my project. This is why I have to take my best bag. It's just so you can see my bag. This is my total project bag. And I have pretty much outgrown it. I have been
Exceeded
working
the capacity of the bag.
on my Starfall sweater by Jennifer Steingass. This, that is, and for the longest, I did my sleeves and I did my.
She has you start by doing the sleeves, right?
Right, you start by doing the sleeves and then it's bottom up. So you do the bottom with the color work on the bottom and then you just do
Sewing thread.
stockinette. Round and round and round you go in the.
Want me to hold your bag, or are you good?
I'm good. I'll just
Okay.
put it there. And then,
You have vampire teeth
yes, I do.
as your progress keeper.
Yes,
You should sew that.
I should sew it.
Show that.
Oh, my progress keeper.
Yeah.
At one point, I
Oh,
was
cool.
here. This is my progress keeper.
Vampire teeth. It's kind of cool. Anyway, go ahead.
So I added my sleeves, and I went around and around and stocking that again, and then I hit my yoke.
This is so pretty.
Let's see. Oh god. Sorry, I'm losing stitches. So I'm probably about not two thirds, maybe halfway through the yoke. But look at that.
Okay, so this is making a lot more sense. Because when Helen was first putting her
Right.
sleeves on, we're like, okay, that's not very long.
Yeah, because this is where the sleeves came in here, and then that's kind of. I'm like,
We're
okay,
like,
I'm not
that's not
sure,
really
but
long.
I added a couple extra rows, but then I'm like, no, I don't think that's right. Because for the size that I'm doing and everything, it was, the gauge was right, so,
And then we figured she had to add on the color work.
right.
And-
there's like 40, almost 50 rows of color work.
We figured that's going to be close to 6 inches.
Yeah.
So
So-
that once you add in the yoke.
I've never really done a yoke sweater versus a raglan sweater, and I think there's a difference in construction in that you put
Yeah.
your sleeves in lower. But,
We're learning. Okay, back to your regular scheduled program.
so I am probably about halfway through the yoke. I'm so thrilled with how this is coming out.
Does the green come in again up there?
There's just a little bit, there'll be, see, I had the green in the sleeve. So there's, retrieve the pattern. There's like a row of green. So I'm doing these right now, and then she's got a light blue up here. So mine will be pink and then green in the middle there, and then just another bunch with the pink and the yellow. So I'm not even close to halfway down my yoke. Just making shit up. So probably about a third of the way down my yoke.
I'll have to say that word.
Oh,
I'm supposed to hit her every time she says that word. If I did, she would just be like, all
well,
the
no,
time.
it was the other word. Let's say that word.
So,
Huh?
So, oh no, that. Of course you're not allowed to say that. Now she's just cursing. Anyway.
What did you think I said?
So. No, I heard that.
Oh,
I was just letting that one pass.
Oh, I thought that's what you were going to hit me for.
No,
okay.
so.
Oh, I thought you were commenting on my potty mouth.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to that. I'm worse than you are.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
I'm probably about a third of the way down my yoke, but I love it. And if I have, Spike loves it too. If I have a fan blowing on me, I can work on it. But we were up seeing my mom on Tuesday, and Tuesday her house is warmer than ours because it's warmer in Montclair. So I pulled out my sweater. And I got maybe half a row done. Like, yeah, no,
I'm done.
That's not gonna work. So then I had fingering weight yarn to knit with. I got maybe a half a row done. Nope, done. We'll just sit and talk today.
It's really bad when you can't knit.
It's just your fingers are so sticky. You can't. So just having this on my lap.
Time to put it away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here.
This is my epic work.
Did I give you my bag?
Yes.
I have to take my. I think I have a hook in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove it back into.
But yeah, no, you can move over to that bag. All right. I have something that I'm working on. I have my socks that I'm working on, the Fairy Light socks. I've shown them a couple of times and I really haven't gotten terribly far. As I said, I was working on the blanket mostly. I did get a couple of rows in on this. This is the JC sweater by Isabella Kramer. I am doing a fingering weight cardigan sweater. I don't know what's wrong with me, but there it is.
It's gonna be so pretty.
It is gonna be absolutely beautiful.
And creature comfort. You're gonna wear it all over the place.
This is out of one of our Constellation yarns. It is the Northern Lights.
Oh, look at this.
And that is how far I am.
You guys look at the detail.
So I've gotten a couple of, maybe an inch and a half below the decorative part.
Yoke.
I am supposed to do 9 inches from the cast on going down, and then I start
So nice.
doing other stuff. So I have to see how far I am.
I do stuff and then I do other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I have a sweater.
I wave my magic wand and I have a sweater. I am continuing in my stockinette, just back and forth. This is very easy knitting because it's just like 3 stitches on either end that you do a mixture of a knit and purl, and then it's either knit or purl.
It's a great conversation knitting, TV knitting.
Yes.
However, I mean, we had somebody over last week for lunch, and it was just nice to. You were working on it.
I was working on my blanket, but
perfect.
it's that kind of knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to get it done because we showed last week that we had gotten Pom Pom magazine, and I am dying to do the moon sweater. I think it's the Ixchel is the way you pronounce it, and I'm going to do it in Hanging the Stars and a goldenrod. And really,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to really do anything until I get some work done on
Yeah.
that. However, I may cast this on
Because
before
this
I'm done.
yarn, how many sweaters has not this yarn, the Northern Lights been?
This is number 3,
Okay.
so I can't take it out.
You can't take it out, and you have to finish it. And plus, my mom's knitting the same sweater.
I'm supposed to be knitting
and Mary's
this
supposed to be
along with
knitting
her.
alongside her so that she can answer questions.
If my mom has any questions, my mother is probably half a sweater ahead of me. However, I really want to do the Ixchel moon sweater out of this. I really, really want to do it.
Knit.
Yeah. However, we are dyeing up kits of this for New Jersey Sheep and Wool. So if you want to do the Ixchel sweater, we're going to have Hanging the Stars and golden, and we're going to have Hanging the Stars and a white, because we saw somebody's that they were doing it with white, and oh my god, it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks so good. So
we'll have Naked as a Jaybird schemes.
right, so we're going to have kits of these ready to go. So if you got pom-pom and you want to do that, we will have them. Okay, so that is it as far as my knitting is concerned.
Me too. That's pretty much all I've been working on.
Yeah, it's been getting this blanket done was my big thing.
Yeah, and I want my sweater done, so A, I have it done, and B, I want to move on to other sweaters.
Right.
So
I am seeing so many colorwork sweaters, and it's just I want to do
Yeah.
a colorwork sweater. I know everybody is doing the Tecumseh sweater. However, seeing some of them, I know
gorgeous.
why everybody
Yeah.
is doing them. They're beautiful.
Caitlin Hunter's sweaters are just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to be quoting Paige a lot because I just finished watching her episode. But she has a sweater that she is almost
that
done.
gorgeous.
That's Isabel Kramer. That's absolutely beautiful.
And she used Green Mountain Spinnery yarn.
Yeah.
And it's a cotton wool blend. The stitch definition on this sweater, I mean, Paige is a phenomenal knitter. But it just looks so good.
And we have a whole bunch of cotton-eyed toad.
Yeah,
And I think I have a sweater's quantity of cotton-eyed toad
Yeah.
that I could do.
yeah,
So that I want to cast on all the sweaters.
yeah. I'm done. Shawls. That's it. Peace out, shawls. Moon on sweaters.
I can't do that. I'm in the
No.
middle of a roulotte.
I have
Which I really love knitting. It's just
at least 3
7.
that I'm working on. So it's not total peace out shawls.
But
I want to
I'm
knit
like,
all the sweaters.
I want sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want sweaters.
Probably mostly because I want sweater weather.
Yes.
I don't
really
want it
think
to be
that's part-
cold. I'm looking forward to breezy fall.
I love
love
fall.
spring and fall because
Yep,
spring
favorite.
gets us out of. I hate winter. Winter's my least favorite. Summer is my second least favorite. Spring is just pretty colors and
New
new
growth
growth
and
and
stuff.
everything, and then fall is pretty colors and
Just death.
cruel. Yeah, death. Everything dying.
No,
Everything,
really not.
Everything dies.
But no, fall
because it
is
drinks
just,
too much water.
fall. I just
If
love
we
fall
fed
colors.
the trees Diet Coke, they would never change their leaves.
We're gonna start a campaign. Start feeding
Feed the trees Diet Coke.
Okay. I think we should move on. All right. Shall we do this week's giveaway? Yes. It seems like we're doing lots of giveaways.
We will actually put the Ravelry thread up today as opposed to last week's giveaway where we did it 6 or 7 days after. So, the dog star.
No, I know.
We did not put it up right away.
No.
You created it and then you
Did
never
we finish it?
You never hit
Did we
send.
actually-
Did you never do it?
I don't know. That may be why nobody's entered the contest because we haven't actually put it up. I have to go in and see if I actually did it. Oh, dear. We're going to start a new Ravelry giveaway. We have been getting Knit Crate free and we have been passing them on. So this month's Knit Crate is Indigo Glow. And this is their yarn. You get 2 skeins of this.
It is Uru yarn. And really, it is Uru yarn. It's color undertow, speckled singles, 100% superwash merino, 417 yards.
This is actually a very pretty color.
Yes, it is.
It's like an aqua blue with speckles of darker blue. That is very pretty.
I do not like single ply.
And you have a
See the gully washer?
gully washer or a Caribbean Escape. They give you a knit or a crochet.
Patterns that come with the yarn.
And they actually give you the patterns in this little booklet.
Yeah, it's really, this one is
Because
nice.
normally you have to go and download them, but this one, it has it in it. So, I don't know why. Oh, I see. Okay, they use the same model. I thought she was the designer. I'm like, why do they have the designers over here and they don't look anything like the person? But okay, so pay no attention to me. You have the designers on one side, and then you have the 2 things, either the gully washer, which is a knit one, or a crochet Caribbean Escape. And they're 2 shawls, and you can make either one. And they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
So 2 skeins, 100 grams each. Yes,
Yes.
100 grams each.
100
417 yards. All right. So what should our question be?
What's your favorite thing about fall?
Okay, there you go. What's your favorite thing about fall? And if you don't like fall, just put I don't like fall, and that's fine too.
My
Because
favorite thing about fall is it's stupid.
my favorite thing about fall is it's a gateway to winter. Because basically my favorite thing about winter is it's a gateway to spring.
Right.
So there, you know, people might not like fall.
My favorite
People
thing
may
about
have
winter is my birthday and Christmas.
about fall,
Winter.
winter.
It's my only favorite thing about winter.
Okay.
Presents for me.
Okay then. We will set
Giveaway.
that up in our Ravelry thread. You need to be a member of our Ravelry group. If it comes through that you're a guest, we will discount your comment and move on.
Yeah. You're getting so red in the face.
I'm so hot. I can't even tell you. Okay. Not supposed to say that word. Moving on.
Oh, that's gonna take over for so and okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. How about we do some bags and yarn? How about
Okay.
that?
We have
We are getting ready for fall by making Halloween bags.
yes.
And
So-
making Halloween yarn. We are putting together Halloween kits. Okay.
Don't touch me.
So with the Halloween kits, you get a skein of yarn and a bag. We are going to have 2 of our fold over bags and 1 of our drawstring bags available, separate.
Okay.
Not part of the kit.
We're doing okay.
Okay?
We're doing up enough skeins for it, but okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cost of the kit is $56 for the yarn and the bag.
And you will pick whether you want the drawstring or the fold over.
Knowing that there are only 3 of them, so there are only
Yeah.
2 foldovers and 1 drawstring available.
Right. And it's a quick in and out.
Right. Sorry about that. Ran out of space. Anyway, we were saying $56 for the kit. There will be 1 drawstring and 2 foldovers. We have limited quantities of the fabric because we went for lots of different Halloween fabrics rather
Yeah.
than getting lots of a particular one. And
Yeah, the intention always was this would be a quick in and out, first come, first serve.
right.
No pre-orders, just here you go. We have this many.
Right, and we're kind of trying to dye some yarn to go with a bunch of different fabrics so that we have 2 ready today, and then we will have some more ready coming down the line that will be going with us to sheep and wool and all the other things we're doing.
But we figured we'd put the first 2 at least up online so that people who can't make it to New Jersey sheep and wool get a chance.
Right. Okay, so how about I hold the bag and you
Okay.
hold the yarn? Okay, so this is the bag, the inspiration. It's Halloween owls, and oh my gosh,
I love this fabric so much.
I love this. I love this, love this, love this.
So,
And then this
Here's
is
the yarn.
the yarn.
so it's browns and oranges and a little bit of gray
And gold.
and gold.
Just matching perfectly the fabric. You really spot on.
Yeah.
Got it. It's beautiful. That is gorgeous.
So that is 1. So there'll be 3 yarn and bags.
So we have our toadstool bag, which is our drawstring, and then we have
The
our
wedge
fold-over
bag.
bag, which is our standard wedge.
So the wedge, and then you just fold it over to.
And this will have a snap on it, and it will come over and snap like this. We're waiting for the snaps. They're coming today. But it'll snap like that, and then it'll be, you can either attach it to your pocketbook or your belt buckle or, your belt loop or over your wrist, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to worry about carrying it.
So
That is
3 of these
those.
are in the shop.
And then we do have 1 other bag. This is not part of the kit. This just, you can get separately. And it is the fabric with black denim bottom with a little decorative stitch going around the bottom. I'm trying to get that so that you can see the stitch. And it will have also 3 snaps going across so that your knitting doesn't come out. It's got a nice wide wedge bottom so that you can get your yarn and everything in there and have a nice big project in here. Perfect for a 3 or 4 skein
Yeah.
project.
So
That is, stop.
right,
That is our owl fabric. That's kit number 1.
and those are in the shop.
Kit number 2, this is the messy skein of yarn, and I really apologize for it.
Do not apologize. Stop that.
It's a messy skein of yarn. All right. However, the fabric, I adore. I just love this fabric so much. These are old-fashioned Halloween costumes.
In silhouette form, and just...
It's an Alexander Henry fabric, and I just am in love with it.
So, again, anyway. 3 of these up in the shop with...
Here is the yarn that goes with it. It's like a sandy brown with orange, and there's hints of yellow and
green.
Red and green just splashed across it.
Hold it up.
Oh, there you go, next to it. Okay.
3 of those.
3 of those.
In the
Again,
shop.
2 foldovers, 1 drawstring toadstool.
Hold over. Drawstring.
They will be going with this. And then we have about 17 other Halloween fabrics to work on.
Yes.
And I think that might actually be an understatement. I may be underselling us.
We have an obscene amount of Halloween
We
fabric.
really do. However, it's so cool. I love our Halloween fabric so much. Oh, also we did one of the long thin bag in this fabric. It is, again, it has the black denim on the bottom, a little bit of a decorative stitch going around. I hope you can see that. And red polka dot insides. It opens up. So it's really wide. Lots of project. And this is I'm watching myself. I'm like, you are doing such a ridiculous job of this. Snaps will be going in here, here, and here.
The part of it is you're not even holding it all the way up. There you go.
See, I can't even see. There we go. Love that fabric.
If they, the yarn kits, if they last, they will go to New Jersey Sheep and Wool. And
If they don't, we're dyeing more yarn and we're making new kits.
right, so there will be other fabrics with other kits.
Yep.
So
But one of the things we're trying to do is take some of the yarn and match it to the fabrics so that you can get a yarn and a bag together because
Right.
it looks so cool together.
Yeah.
And besides, it's a great place to get inspiration from. These people have these beautiful, beautiful Halloween fabrics and you just totally get inspired.
Right.
And you want to throw color
Yeah.
at yarn. Or at least we do. All right. That was what I had. Anything
that's
else?
that should do it.
Do you want to just talk quickly about what you're reading?
I'm still reading Caravel.
How's it holding up?
It's kind of sloggy through the middle,
Okay.
so we'll see
Okay.
whether it picks up. Also, reading it at night.
Difficult.
It's difficult to just read quickly.
And also carry over
Yeah.
because I have a tendency to fall asleep and then have to go back and reread the same thing all over again.
I finished listening to Something in the Water, which you were...
I am in the middle of that. This
Really
is
good. This is
such a good book.
This is a good thriller.
This is
such
such
and it's
a
different.
good book.
It's a different kind of thriller. So
We are going to be doing a video on this one
Yeah.
too because there's lots to talk about in
yeah,
this book.
there's just a
Ah,
lot.
such a good book.
So really recommend
And
that.
it's being read by the author and she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, she's an
I'm
English actress turned author.
We got onto it because we found Reese Witherspoon's book club and we were going through, we had finally bitten the bullet and we're getting Audible and we're like, okay, let's go find some books. And they said, well, why don't you try one of Reese Witherspoon's? And we were reading the blurb about it and thinking, that sounds like
Yeah.
fun. And then they take you to another one and, well, that sounds like fun. And we wound up
we
downloading.
download like 5 books. I'm like, okay, we have to stop.
Right.
First we have to finish.
Actually, you know,
Right.
the books that we're working on.
And then they gave us a credit. They gave us a free credit. But we did the Discovery of Witches for that one.
Right.
Because we're going to listen to that one together. Probably, right?
I think so.
And that one was an expensive audiobook, so it was like, oh, with credit.
yeah, we'll use that
for the
towards.
Discovery of Witches.
But listening to the audiobook, Helen was talking to me the other day and I was just like, don't talk to me. I'm at the point where they're like a really exciting point. I'm like, stop, don't talk to me. I need to finish this. And she's like, oh, are you at this point? Yes, I am.
So, Something in the Water.
Yes,
Very good book.
really, really good book. I am reading The Black Mage and I have kind of pushed it aside a little bit just because it's very predictable.
Okay.
And it's exactly like a whole bunch of other books that I've read in that genre, so I have kind of put it aside for right now. I'm going to go back to it, but I started The Land of Stories by Christopher Colfer?
Nick Colfer?
The one from Glee. He was Kurt on Glee. He started writing fairy stories for kids, and it actually is really good.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's a really good book. We got the first one, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. There's a wanted poster for Goldilocks for breaking and entering and vandalism and that kind of thing. It's a different take on fairy tales. So it's going into the land of stories, entering the land of
very
stories.
Very young adult, right?
Oh, something just brushed my leg, and I'm like, oh my god, what is it? And Tabitha's here. I would put it a read aloud. It's great. It's definitely a chapter book, and it's a hefty chapter book.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably middle school.
But not teen or preteen.
Yeah, probably maybe preteen.
Okay.
It's fun.
Just learning to read on your own.
No, way past that.
Okay.
I would put it the same like The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
Like
the
same
I
level.
was thinking like Peter and the Starcatchers, but a little bit more.
Well, see, I would
than
put
that.
Peter and the Starcatchers as more Wizard of Oz too,
Okay.
because there's a lot that you have to carry through.
Yeah, no, I was thinking Peter and the Starcatchers is a great read aloud.
Yeah,
But
and this is too. I think
Yeah.
this would be a really good read aloud. We
If you
may
have
be
young
giving it to
children.
my brother
yeah, if you have
for
young children.
Christmas to read to his kids. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. But I'm a huge fairy tale person.
Yeah.
So I love the idea that Goldilocks is a wanted person. You know, I think that's awesome.
I am also reading Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson, who is also known as the Bloggess. I downloaded it. It was available on the audiobook from our library, so I just downloaded it. And laughing out loud.
She is. I'm looking
I
at
didn't
watching
even
her
I didn't even
show.
tell her what I had downloaded, and because I kind of needed a palate cleanser after Something in the Water. And I'm literally laughing out loud. I was like looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, I got the Jenny Lawson book.
Oh, all right, that makes sense. I now know why you're laughing out loud. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
she really is a lot of fun.
And it's perfect sewing because you don't have to pay attention to every single thing. You're
Right.
not carrying a plot or anything like that.
No, it's good.
So,
All right. I believe that is it. I mean, we're watching the same things. Nothing new.
we have to apologize for our.
Oh, that's right.
We
Last time we recommended Insatiable.
right, we recommended Insatiable, which was really good for like the first 3 episodes, and then it kind of, in our opinion,
I think it was good for the
Jumped
first
the
9
shark
episodes, and then the last 3 were
fell
kind
off
of
the rails completely.
Yeah, I did not agree with the way they went. I think if they had stuck with the kids
Yeah.
and kept the adults out of it, it would have been a lot funnier. Because when they do the
I mean, the angry, ragey, teen pageant queen was very funny.
it is, and when she's interacting with her coach, that's hysterically funny.
Yes.
The 2 of them together. But when they take them apart and put them in separate
And
storylines,
when they do the adult relationships, it was just
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
it was really a bit over the top for us. So if you watch that on our recommendation,
We're sorry.
keep that in mind, and we're very sorry. And you might want to skip the last 3 episodes. However,
we started. Both of us can't understand why it's taken us so long. We're watching Parks and Rec for the first time.
finally, there are going to be so many people out there. Really,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
about time.
I was gonna say we are.
We
under a
started
rock.
watching Making It, and really kind of fell in love with Nick Offerman.
And the relationship,
Dynamic that
the
he has.
dynamic between Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman is
Yeah.
just incredible. So, we're like, yeah, we gotta go back and watch Parks and Rec. It's a very good
very,
show.
very good
And it's not just Amy Poehler and Nick
No,
Offerman.
oh my god.
Star,
whole thing.
Star-Lord is really very funny.
Also, Retta, the one that plays Donna.
Oh yeah, and,
She's so good.
and they're all good.
Yeah.
I mean, the ensemble cast is just
It's
because
very, very
Aziz
well done.
Ansari is.
Yeah,
Anyway, so Parks and Rec.
we are enjoying that.
That's our half-hour intervals.
Right.
Oh, tables are here
Awesome. We ordered tables
for our display.
our display.
For the sheep show.
We had to go pick up our shelving because we got new shelving for it.
we're having a love-hate relationship. No, that's wrong. We're having a hate relationship with our post office because our postal carrier won't deliver our packages, so
We had to go pick them up. And then the mailman's like, it's too heavy.
you won't be able to pick
There's
this
no
up.
way you're going to be able to pick this up. I'm going to bring it to your car. We're like, okay, go ahead.
But
So
we're
then
like,
we
yeah,
had to-
if you want to pick it up. So then we got home, and I'm like, okay, can we not pick it up? What is it, like 25 pounds?
I think it's closer to 40.
But I mean,
But-
really, it's not.
It's not like
You know,
we're
like-
wilting violets.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'll carry my own damn box. Thank you very much.
Well, no. If somebody wants to carry my box. But I don't see why the mailman couldn't have just delivered
Delivered our
it
box,
the way he
yeah.
was supposed to. However,
So anyway, FedEx is now delivering our folding tables. So
getting new folding tables.
the
we
last piece of our display for New Jersey Sheep Mall.
Yep. Because we're trying to we drove out to Lancaster, pulling a U-Haul behind us, and we checked the U-Haul website. We talked to the people that put on the hitch. We talked to
The very, very expensive hitch. if I might say.
everybody, and they said you are fine as long as you stick to a 4x8 U-Haul trailer.
You have
And
a,
we said,
you can pull 2,000 pounds. Well, It's
okay.
not even going to be close to 2,000 pounds.
Put it on, pulled it out. We were sure that we broke our car. So we went and talked to the car. We brought it in to get it checked out because there was a grinding noise when we stepped on the brakes and that sort of thing. And we
And
were
there was
pretty
just
sure.
an overall rattle on the car
Yeah.
when we were driving the trailer, and
We were pretty sure they had just put in new brakes. So, we wanted to make sure that we hadn't pulled something out of the undercarriage or did something with the alignment or something.
like the suspension, we damaged our suspension or
We
something.
have no idea.
Right. Because when we called Kia, they're like, you can't tow anything, you can tow a bike rack.
When we went and talked to the guy, he was so
Yeah, oh,
nice.
yeah.
And he said, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, when you have a Kia Soul, you're allowed to tow 2 bikes. That's it. You may put on a bike rack and tow 2 bikes, nothing more. And we said, okay, well, we promise we're not going to do it again. But they checked it, and it turned out the front brake shoes were a little bit loose or something
Yeah.
like that, which was making the grinding, rattling sound. They fixed it for free. They didn't charge us anything. They gave us a loaner car while we were doing it.
Yeah.
However, we have decided that we are trying to get our booth down to a much smaller,
A car.
so we can fit it into our car if we possibly can.
Right. And if we're going someplace far away where we have to take the dogs with us, we'll rent an SUV.
But we want to keep it to something where we can get 2 dogs and all our display
Yeah.
into like a mid-size SUV. So that's why we are rethinking, our shelving, and we had fold-out bookcases type things, and we're kind of rethinking that just because we can't take these big long pieces with us anymore.
So-
So
Collapsible.
yes,
Is
that's
the
the
key
big
word.
thing. We're trying to get it so that it's collapsible. So we had shelves that are actually boxes, collapsible boxes delivered. That was what we had to pick up from the post office, and now we're going with tables. And
Yeah.
we're going to have a table display. And it'll be good. It
Yeah.
will be a little bit different, but it'll be pretty, and it will be beautiful. It will be perfect.
Because it'll be filled with beautiful yarn and bags.
Right, exactly. I mean, really, how can you go wrong?
How much display do you need?
And also, we were talking about it. We are going to be doing the next couple of shows that we are working on. It's either in a barn or outside. So having it up off the ground,
Yeah.
because our bottom shelf is kind of low, and if there's any kind of rain coming through, we heard a horror story about somebody who's in one of the barns where there was a lot of rain, and they lost their bottom shelf of yarn because the rain came through and splashed
It's
up.
splattered up. And we're on the outside wall of the barn at the sheep show. So
And there's always a chance of rain. So that you just,
we figured table height.
we're
'cause
good.
then- and then we can just drape it overnight.
Right.
So
It'll be fine.
yeah.
But going a little bit higher. So we have to, how we were putting up the little video of, hey, we planned out our booth. We get to do that again.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Be good. Got plenty of time.
The weather's gonna break. So
It better. It just better.
otherwise we're not gonna have any yarn because we can't dye it. So
We do have yarn. Not as much as we want.
right.
And we want bags. Lots and lots and lots of pretty bags. I think we're done. I
We're
think
gonna
that
go.
is it.
Yep.
I think we're good. I hope everybody has a wonderful week.
Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Yeah, happy Labor Day. I can't believe the end of the summer is here. It really went by
Yeah,
very quickly.
It did.
very, very quickly. However, yeah, enjoy your last weekend of summer and
Stay cool.
yep, get ready for back to school.
Go forth and knit.
Go for the knit.